What is up, guys? I'm your host, LAJ. I hope you're having a great day and are ready for today's episode. Today's video is going to be about the Executive of the Year award for the NBA, and you can make a valid argument for several executives out there, but mine's going to be focused on one. The man that I want to talk about is Rob Pelinka. Let's look back at what he's accomplished and what he went through to get here. Last season was not ideal, as the Lakers missed the playoffs having LeBron James on the team, but you can't really blame him for that. I mean, it all falls down on the injuries that occurred, which is completely out of everybody's hands. On December 25th, the Lakers were climbing the ladder of success and made it all the way up to the 4th seed just as LeBron went down. Then, out of nowhere, towards the end of the season, Magic Johnson steps down. But not only that, he goes on First Take and he slanders the man's name, causing Laker Nation, the fan base, to really react in a negative and toxic way towards him, even wanting him to get fired. So all the pressure was directly on Rob Pelinka to do something and make sure this team succeeds with LeBron James on the team. And what does he go on and do? He ends up trading all the young guys that we have and a potential future dynasty for Anthony Davis, which turned out to be the best choice. Even though I would have preferred they kept Ingram, I can't be entirely mad with the results. So he traded away Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart for Anthony Davis. Was it a good trade return? Absolutely, and here's one striking number that stands out: the win share category. So let's look at that. Lonzo Ball had a 2.5 win share, Brandon Ingram a 5.1, Josh Hart a 3. Altogether, that's a 10.6 win share. As for Anthony Davis, 11.2. So the quality of return is far greater in one player rather than three. Although he is taking a huge risk with Anthony Davis dipping out this offseason because he is a free agent, it's still a great return. He sat and patiently waited for Kawhi Leonard to make his choice and ultimately ended up missing out on signing some free agents that could have been beneficial for the Lakers right now. JJ Redick, Seth Curry, and I'll even go as far as saying Ricky Rubio. But to me personally, I think they made a mistake in not re-signing Brook Lopez, who you see is very important to the Bucks right now. But rather than going for those top-notch free agents, he ends up building a team of chemistry. Then DeMarcus Cousins, who unfortunately before a game was even played, while practicing, Boogie goes down. So what does Rob Pelinka do? He doesn't panic, he doesn't fluster. He goes and he finds a way to acquire Dwight Howard. In the beginning of the season, the Lakers were expected to not only make the playoffs, but be one of those contending teams. Not only because you have LeBron James, but now because you have Anthony Davis. I do not recall anybody, especially ESPN, ranking the Lakers and finishing the season with the top seed. We can all say that LeBron is a coach of the team, but the pickup of Frank Vogel changed this team into a very defensive-minded squad, and they were top-notch in the league as far as defense metrics goes. And guess who hired Frank Vogel? Going into the bubble, the Lakers lost out on Avery Bradley, which is a key player to their success, especially when it came towards the end of the season before the shutdown and the suspension. He was very pivotal. So Rob Pelinka ends up scrambling again and got us J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters. As of right now, it looks like Dion Waiters is the solid pickup and replacement. So under all the pressure in the world, under the brightest of lights, last minute, he scrambled and figured out a way to get this team not only in championship form, keep them in contention, but also make sure everybody was happy while building a strong chemistry in the locker room. And on top of everything, the sudden loss of Kobe Bryant must have been the final straw to break anybody's back under all this stress. But he ended up fighting through it, found a way to still stay focused and committed, and here we are, the number 1 seed Lakers heading into the playoffs, about to face off either the Portland Trail Blazers or the Phoenix Suns or the Spurs. So yeah, I think Rob Pelinka has a case and a shot at winning Executive of the Year. He went through a lot, created a great environment, and got us the number 1 seed. So Yeah, kudos for Rob Pelinka. So with that, leave a comment if you agree or if you disagree, and let me know who you believe should be the NBA Executive of the Year. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.